Hi Ayla, hi Andreas, great you're here.
Yes.
Happy you're joining me here on stage. Wow, sounds turn data into an advantage. Sounds exciting. Very important for power distribution. Can you tell us more, Ayla?
Of course. But before that, one question. Do you know how much power outages or minutes you have, even outage, even if you have an availability of 99.999% per year?
No, it's nearly 100%, so that means I'm safe, systems are running, I got the power, everything's under control.
You are not. 52 minutes per year outage time. And if you now know that 1 minute costs you roughly 5,000 euro per minute, that means 250 euro costs per year. And it is no one wants to pay.
250,000, you probably mean. 250,000, that's $250,000.
Right.
Which is a lot of money.
Correct.
Definitely don't want to have that. That's a huge amount, Andreas, huh? What would we do with that amount of money?
Oh, that would be great, right?
But what can I do as a power distributor?
Yeah, I mean, also in private life, you really know what it means if there's no power anymore. So, no internet, no mobile phones.
No coffee.
No coffee, what you can order, nothing you pay. But in industry, it hits much more. Because all your production processes are stopping immediately. So that means your power distribution is really, really critical. And here the IoT comes into the picture. So the Internet of Things, and that could be the game changer. So with additional sensors, what we have in the switchgears and domain-specific analytics know-how, we avoid sleepless nights.
Okay, no nightmares, easy. Andreas, probably you hear the question very often, why should I invest in that technology? We have SCADA systems in place. You're the product manager for Sivacon.
Yes, that's true. I don't hear that for the first time. The SCADA system, SCADA stands for Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition. It's a simple picture what the SCADA does. It's like driving on the road in your car, and the SCADA makes you turn left or turn to the right, like your steering wheel. Has been done so in the past, and it might do so also in the future. Additionally, used IoT acts like these wonderful assistant systems that you have in your car.
Parking
instance,
assistant.
parking.
I love it.
Or that switch on your windscreen wipers on and off automatically.
Yeah.
So these sensors that you have in your car, they make life easier. They simplify operation and maintenance, for instance. So that's what IoT does in the power distribution world. So it brings together the IT part and the OT part.
Mm-hmm. Well, we talked about the massive cost and the challenges and the impact, of course, with the energy distribution when it's down. Could you give us a little bit more details when what your IoT solutions are doing, Ayla?
So we have two different applications. So one is the cloud-based application, NX Power Monitor, and one is the on-premise solution, Siemens Control, to really support here the maintenance and operation teams for the power distribution side.
That means the customer can choose the deployment model. But what do you cover?
So first of all, we cover asset transparency, or we call it asset transparency. And let's start with the NX Power Monitor. We call it also the digital caretaker of your substation.
Okay.
So with that, the first step is to get more transparency and visibility into your medium voltage switchgear, in your low voltage switchgears, in your transformer and all other electrical equipment, what you have to really ensure the power is always
on,
running, always on. So also there you have real-time information with what are the operation counters, what are the actual current and voltage levels. So we cover the whole substation level, but also going to the switchgear level and to the feeder level, where you have all the important variables, as well as additional KPIs, like CO2 emission, availability of your switchgears, and so on. But you remember the 52 minutes, right? That is what we want to avoid. And therefore, we come to the condition monitoring and predictive maintenance part. So we equip our switchgears with additional sensors, for example, temperature sensors, circuit breaker sensors, partial discharge sensors. And with that, we can really create a health status on feeder level. And also we aggregate the health status to a higher level. So really, you are totally safe because you have always 100% knowing or knowledge about what is your health status of your existing equipment. And if something goes wrong or is starting that the health status get worse, like in a traffic system and there is a yellow light, you get also immediately informed with an alarm, with an email notification to get more details and that you know where you better have a closer look on it. So that is how we cover the condition monitoring.
So that's like the health check at the doctors.
Right.
Looking into the body, in that case, into the products and machines and the whole plant where the distribution is on.
Right.
So, and that helps me to reduce the scary 52 minutes.
It
Anything
definitely
else?
does, yes. Yeah. Before we come to additional features, I'd just like to mention that the features that Ayla mentioned for the cloud system are also available, of course, for the on-premise system, for the Siemens control. Plus, the advantage of an on-premise system is that the data remains on your premise, so under your control. On top of that, we also have documentation of the system included. So that means circuit diagrams, bill of materials, manuals of the devices used, of the system itself. They are also included in the system and are available immediately as compared to the past, where you had your paper file folder with the documentation, and that's probably lost after a couple of years, if not weeks.
So advantages here, on both sides advantages. What shall I do?
Definitely cloud.
Okay, this is your turf. On-premise is your turf. So we got a competition here now. What's better?
So I say definitely cloud because you can scale with less cost. So it's really easy, and with some fingertips you can add further substation locations worldwide, and the infrastructure behind automatically scales up.
Well, that's true. But with on-premise, your data remains locally under your local control. And in addition to that, you can control your switchgear, which is not possible with a cloud solution.
I agree, we can't control, but therefore we have different benchmarking possibilities. So where you also can then optimize your processes. So find out your best performing substation and implement the insights, what you get, into your other substations worldwide.
So it's a battle, I guess, here.
Just a light one. Yes, true for the cloud monitoring, but besides control for the on-premise solution, you can also do parameterization. So that means during the commissioning phase, for instance, or when you do maintenance, you can actually parameterize the devices without the use of additional tools. You can do it directly from the Siemens control software.
But with the cloud system, or especially with the software as a service solution, you have always continuous updates. And you can sit relaxed back. You don't need to take care of anything. So all patches, newest version also of the analytics engine to improve your health status, you get automatically. And your IT operation team don't need to take care of implementation of cybersecurity policies or to implement the patches. That is all done automatically, and that also reduces your OPEX costs for your IT operation.
Okay, I can tell with Ayla it's quite relaxed. She's telling me no nightmares anymore, no sleepless nights, sitting there relaxed. Sounds pretty good. So I see differences. Are there any new features on the road, Andreas?
At least for Siemens control, yes, there is a new feature. It's temperature monitoring with the Siemens control. That's to protect your asset continuously against unwanted heating, especially at not tested connections, for instance. And you will get an alarm as soon as there are unusual changes. And yeah, that helps you to avoid potential severe damage to the switchboard if it comes to these unwanted overheatings.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, nothing new for the NX Power Monitor. So they are still implemented, plus all the circuit breaker and partial discharge monitoring as well.
Okay, Ayla. But don't worry, both solutions that we can offer are great. In the end, it doesn't really matter. It's two different technologies that we're using, but they're providing the same kind of value to the customer.
Okay, I see you both are burning for your topics, which kind of benefits come along with both of them? Now we got the deep dive into these topics. Can you sum it up? What are the key benefits?
Yeah, of course. So first of all would be ensure higher reliability by getting much more. So really we avoid these unplanned downtimes by this health status, what we have explained, and also we can enable an extension of the lifetime. So really a CapEx shift for your switchgears, because normally, you know, a switchgear has a lifetime of 20, 30 years, and also a huge investment at the beginning, and that also we can extend with our solutions.
Right.
Another part is risk reduction, of course, because you can easily identify if something is going wrong, can fix it, and on top of that, you also have failure prediction from the condition monitoring, which helps you to react before something goes wrong.
Mm-hmm. And the last part is this improved productivity by recognizing operational patterns, benchmarking solution, and to avoid also these unplanned shutdowns.
Okay, so it does sound great, both of these solutions.
Yes, at the end, with Siemens Control and NX Power Monitor, we are supporting the digital transformation of the power supply, and we are supporting a highly resilient power distribution, which is quite important in any industry. And yeah, we are happy to consult you if you'd like to know more on finding the best solution that might fit your application. And if you want to talk to us, you can find us over there behind the wall in the power distribution area at the booth where we are open, or where I am open for your questions.
Okay, and just out of curiosity, you're presenting at one station, right?
Yes, we're presenting at one station.
You're not battling at the station to drag away the customers. You're united at one station informing our customers.
We're here as a team, yes.
Yeah,
okay.
As Andreas said, so we find the right solution for the customer.
Okay, no sleepless nights anymore. Everything's cool, everything's relaxed. We got the solutions straight over there. This is where you find your solutions for power distribution.
Right.
Ayla and Andreas, thank you so much for presenting. Let's be friends
Thank you.
again, I hope, okay?
Like always.
Okay, and a big hand of applause to the two of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.